I think that one of the things you have to do is really think about what you're eating. You can't just eat automatically. So when somebody puts all this food in front of you, one of the dangers is variety, smorgasbord kind of a setup. You go over to somebody's house and they have 20 different things on the table. So one thing that would be helpful is to have less variety, so that there's something called sensory-specific satiety that's an interesting area. If you eat a lot of sugar, after a while you get tired of it and you go for the pretzels. And then when you get the pretzels, you get tired of that, go back to the sugar. And so if you have enough variety, and if you have a smorgasbord set up, like I won't mention any particular restaurants, but those that have a whole variety of foods available, if you take a little bit of everything, you're in trouble, because it adds up to a whole lot. So I would say presenting less food, using smaller plates, having less variety is probably one way of helping others, but most people won't want to do that. I mean, there's a lot of work that's been done with humans in terms of looking at portion size and finding out. There's studies that have been done. If you give people a lot more food, guess what? They eat a lot more food. If you give somebody a big bucket of popcorn versus a small bucket, they may want more after the small bucket, but after the big one, they're eating a lot more calories than they need to. So portion control is a very important part, and that's been shown repeatedly with people. Modifying the behavior of an individual in terms of not having food at every time of the day, but trying to regulate it a little bit more, not having food for meetings and things of that sort.
Nearly all the members of the human family eat more than the system requires. This excess decays and becomes a putrid mass. If more food, even of a simple quality, is placed in the stomach than the living machinery requires, this surplus becomes a burden. The system makes desperate efforts to dispose of it, and this extra work causes a tired, weary feeling. Some who are continually eating call this all-gone feeling hunger, but it is caused by the overworked condition of the digestive organs. Some do not exercise control over their appetites, but indulge taste at the expense of health. As the result, the brain is clouded, their thoughts are sluggish, and they fail to accomplish what they might if they were self-denying and abstemious. These rob God of the physical and mental strength which might be devoted to his service if temperance were observed in all things. We have the commandments of God and the testimony of Jesus Christ, which is the spirit of prophecy. Priceless gems are to be found in the Word of God. Those who search this Word should keep the mind clear. Never should they indulge perverted appetite in eating and drinking. If they do this, the brain will be confused. They will be unable to bear the strain of digging deep to find out the meaning of those things which relate to the closing scenes of this earth's history.